Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Akash here and you're watching Tech Infinity. It's been a while since the general public has been excited about the launch of any LG smartphone. And LG smartphone division as a result has been making losses on losses, and a few people have said that LG should just close down shop because they haven't really gained any traction or really challenged the Samsung Galaxy S series since the LG G3 and maybe the LG G4, but maybe not even that. Because for a very long time, LG is being defeated by its main rival, Samsung. Well, now it's not really a rival of Samsung because LG is in shambles. And devices like OnePlus, Xiaomi, and their increasing popularity has just decreased the market share for LG. Well, looks like finally we have a device that is appealing to general public while at the same time appealing to the old LG smartphone users. And I think this device could very well turn out to be the game changer for LG and breathe new life into it. So, what's about this device that really excites me and other LG and previous non-LG users? Well, first of all, LG has really been pushing about the design of this particular smartphone. And when you look at it, it's a really good looking device. And I will not deny that this looks strikingly similar to a few of the past Xperia devices with that tall aspect ratio. It is good for cinematic experience, but that really just depends on what your taste is about it. And this could be really subjective for people, but I don't think it will be a deal breaker for anyone. And that design, well, on the back, LG has been tooting what is called the raindrop camera sensors array. And on the front, they have the teardrop notch that we have seen on several devices. I would have liked to see a punch hole display maybe to make it look more modern, like the previous leaked render suggested. But it's not really a big deal. And yeah, so this video that you're seeing on the screen, this is actually the video released by LG's Korea YouTube channel. So it's pretty legit. I haven't really made this up. Alright, so it is available in 4 colors as you can see. And these colors are really good looking. As you can see here, there's kind of a shading kind of a thing going on here. And it's a gradient kind of a pattern and it looks really cool. And apart from that, the main thing that is exciting the general public is the price. Well, we expect the price to be around $500 to $600, and considering that this is an LG device, we will definitely be seeing several price cuts soon after its launch. Well, some of you may hate that if you are the people who like to buy smartphones just after launch, but it's kind of a thing that you should love about LG, because if you buy an LG smartphone after some time, it has received huge price cut, but it's still a flagship device. And what else have we got? So basically, to keep the price that low, the LG Velvet will be having a Qualcomm Snapdragon 765 processor with 5G support. And this processor, I'll tell you, is no slouch. It is definitely not on par with processors of the 800 series like the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 and even the 855 from the previous generation. But still, this is a pretty good processor in terms of performance, as this is an upper mid-range, or you could say, I don't know, I don't really want to call it budget flagship because that is just an oxymoron, but that's just up to you what you want to call it. But the performance on Qualcomm Snapdragon 700 series processors is pretty sufficient for most people, and you would definitely not be disappointed with the performance per se, especially at that price. And as for the specifications of the camera sensors, it will have a triple rear camera setup that will include a 48 megapixel primary sensor along with support for optical image stabilization. It would also feature an 8 megapixel secondary sensor paired with a wide angle lens and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. For selfies, it is suggested that there would be a 16 megapixel camera sensor at the front. We expect that this will support face unlock as well. Now moving on. In terms of storage and RAM, well, this is one of the strong areas for LG. This device will be having 8 GB of RAM along with 128 gigs of internal storage. That's pretty good. And why is this a win? Well, this smartphone also supports SD card expansion up to 2 terabytes via micro SD slot. And in supported markets, it will also have a dual SIM variant. And that's really great to see. I mean, you generally don't see this SD card expansion in a lot of smartphones these days. And OnePlus and some other manufacturers try to charge you more money for more storage. Well, you shouldn't have to do that because an SD card is kind of an essential thing and it should be there in every smartphone. But smartphone manufacturers want to make more money, sell more RAM variants and storage variants to make more money. That's that. But this is one of the points that you gotta love about LG, the SD card slot. Now moving on, as you would see at the end of the video, it also has a headphone jack, which is quite amazing, and LG has support for Hi-Fi Quad DAC, which provides you amazing audio experience with wired earphones. It will also have a 4300 mAh battery, IP68 rating, and 180 grams will be the weight of this device. And it would also toot some artificial intelligence features, and it will be supporting the branding ThinQ. So it will probably be called LG Velvet ThinQ, but you will not hear me say that again, at least in this video. As for the dimensions, this device will not be that thick and it will be coming in at just 7.85mm thickness. And I think that's pretty good. As for the overall footprint, it will have other dimensions as 167 by 74 millimeters, and as you already heard, 7.85 millimeters of thickness. This device will launch in an online-only event in South Korea on May 7th. This device is expected to arrive in global markets shortly after its launch next month. And in my opinion, this is a much better deal than smartphones like the iPhone SE